I always have a bad track record of not filming the good stuff, and so normally at night before I go to bed, this is the diesel engine. I check the engine oil, the coolant, and the raw water strainer before I go to bed. That makes the morning start out a little bit easier. And I was a doe head, so I've been here. I'm in Alligator River, and it's muddy bottom, and I've been here for 2 days now waiting out bad weather, and I was going to make my way to Bellhaven today, but when I went to start up the engine this morning, usually I start the engine, then I go and pull up the anchor. Well, the anchor was stuck in mud, so it took me a little while to get the anchor out. And then by the time I got back to the cockpit, I noticed that my engine oil, or my engine temperature had shot up. And because of two very stupid things. Every time you start the engine, you should check to make sure there's water coming out of the exhaust. And that's your coolant. And I didn't do that because I'm a dumbass. The night before, when I checked the raw water strainer, which is right down here, I forgot to open the raw water intake valve. So it had been running for probably 5 minutes without any raw water going to it. So the temperature was high. I didn't blow out any coolant or anything, so it's not that critical. I mean, it's still not great, but so then I had to try and track down, and so I opened it up and I still wasn't getting any flow, so I figured my raw water strainer, or my impeller for the raw water pump was probably destroyed since it had been running for so long with no water. So I looked in the manual, and it's a very loose diagram of where the stuff is. Here's my seawater pump. That's what I was looking for. And I had to trace the lines on here to find it. It's kind of a mess, but right back here from the back side, I'm going to try and get a shot of this. I don't know how well it'll work, but from the back side is actually the raw water strainer, or I'm sorry, the raw water pump, or the seawater pump. So that I had to try and get open from the back side, which was, or from this side, which was a little bit of a chore, but I finally got it open, and as suspected, here are the pieces of my impeller that I chewed up. So I don't have any cell reception here, so hopefully I can get this fixed right quick and get to Bellhaven, because I don't have any cell reception here. Here's my new impeller, and I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like. I know there's supposed to be bad weather coming in, and it's only a 6 hours to Bellhaven, so if I can get this fixed within the next hour and running, then we can make it today. So that's the plan. All right, I gotta go and try and get this done. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye-bye. Well, this has really taken a turn for the worse. I had to take the alternator off to get at the impeller, and I actually had to take the entire pump off. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Here's the pump itself, the old fitting. The old fitting just drops right in there, no fuss, no muss. But this thing just will not go, and it's the exact same part number, the exact same size, so I don't know what in the world is going on here. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this and try and figure it out. Hey y'all, time is one of those non-linear wibbly-wobbly type things. I'm actually editing this video right now, and the impeller video, the first of my many mistakes, and I realized one section of this video that I thought I had filmed, I actually didn't hit the record button on, and so I'm just recording this little filler to put in here to kind of explain what happened. So when I took the old impeller out, as I said just a few seconds ago, I couldn't get the new impeller in there. So these impellers, actually, if you have a little Allen key, you can take out the spindle that's in the center. So on the old impeller and the new impeller, I actually removed that spindle and I put the old spindle in the new impeller. And once I got it out, I don't know if you guys can see in here, but these are threaded it is a threaded thing that you screw in, that spindle. So the threads on the old impeller were actually flattened. So I don't know if that means that... Lioness, quiet, my guy. He's being tortured because Neptune hasn't eaten his breakfast yet, and Linus wants to eat Neptune's breakfast, so he's over there whining. Sorry about that. Living with dogs. But anyway, so the threads were flattened on the old one. So I don't know if those threads had just been filed down so it would fit in there, or if it had been kind of tapped into place and the threads were just flattened while it was put in place. I didn't want to force it in because I thought, well, if I try and force it in and I can't get it in, then what if I can't get it back out? So I'm glad I did it the way I did it. It was much more of a pain in the butt to get the pump out and back in, but at least that way I knew that it was in there the right way. So anyway, back to the stuff that I filmed on the day. And I replaced the inner spindle with the one from the old one that had a little bit of wear on it, a little bit of filing down, it looked like, and this actually fits in there now. So, Sanjay Beach. Oh. Pardon the Coast Guard, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and try and get all of this crap put back together. I've got brackets and alternators and just a ton of stuff off, so hopefully I can get all this back together and we can give it a whirl. Fingers crossed.